right, Quacker crew. Hi all, welcome back to the Renewed Homestead. Today we are planting garlic, and right now I've got Enchelium red garlic that we're going to be planting. Last year I actually planted from our own stock of garlic, but I actually went to migardener because I wanted some different type of garlic to put in the ground. Now we do things a little bit differently, as y'all know. So we're not planting this in rows in a bed. We are actually planting this in our food forest. The Enchelium red is going to go under our peach tree. Now, why are we planting in our food forest under the peach tree? Well, this is part of our guild. Now, we have daffodils that come up in the spring, and the reason we plant the daffodils is kind of a fortress. It protects the tree from moles and voles and groundhogs and things of that nature. Now, garlic's going to do the same thing, but garlic can also protect the tree from weevils, borers, fruit flies, things of that nature. So, as y'all know, with permaculture, everything works together. So the garlic is going to protect the tree. As the garlic gets fertilized, it's going to fertilize the tree. And as I stated, as it protects the tree, well, the tree is going to send out exudates, which is kind of like a sugar substance that the soil life likes. Then that's going to feed the soil life. Then the soil life is going to actually feed the garlic. So it all works in symbiosis. So we plant about 1.5 feet, 2 feet around the base of the tree. And every year, this is how we grow our garlic. So let's get some of this in the ground.
Well, and tell them what's next to you and right in front of us.
Oh, well, this is comfrey. We have a lot of this that grows everywhere. We use it for everything. As you can see here, we've got it actually at the base of the tree acting as a fertilizer. This is our blueberry bush that's going dormant. We have another blueberry bush there. And then next to that blueberry bush is an albion, and that is a nitrogen fixing bush that will actually bring nitrogen back into the soil. So everything works together.
And scattered throughout. Hard to see right now, but strawberries.
We actually have a strawberry growing over there. I was shocked to see it.
Right behind you there.
Yes.
Unless Loki eats it, but Loki's over there eating comfrey right now.
He loves comfrey. All the dogs do.
They do. All right, so in my gardener, we thought we were getting the individual bulbs. It's the whole head. So we've got a lot of planting to do, which is not a problem for us. But I have found to break these clusters apart, just hitting it with the heel of my hand usually loosens them up really well. So just like that. There's the heads. They all come loose. And now Denise can do lots and lots and lots of planting. Look at all those. That's some nice looking garlic. There's some garlic breath for you. Anyway, I dropped one. There it is. So there you go. And we've got how many more? 3 more?
No, 1 more head of the Enchelium, and then the early Italian garlic, we got 2 heads of that as well.
7, 8, so about 24 heads of garlic for these soft. These are soft neck, correct?
Mm-hmm. Those are, yeah, soft, yeah.
All right, well, let's get these suckers in the ground.
All right, so what you're going to want to do, you're going to want to get the loose paper off the garlic head.
Honey, that's skin.
Well, garlic skin, paper. So, and what you're going to do is you're going to plant it with the wide side down. So this pointy, that's where the garlic, the green of the garlic shoot's going to come out of the ground. And what you're going to do is you're going to get it about 2 inches into the ground. Now, for those of you that have wondered, this is our hori knife that we use all the time. One of the things I love about it is it actually has measurements. So as I dig, and right now, guys, we have been so dry. We're supposed to have a little rain tomorrow. We are praying for that rain. We are so dry. But you can see, I can measure. I can see that I've still got a little bit to go. But you're going to want to get the garlic head in the ground at about 2 inches. All right, so I can see I'm good. So I'm going to put this in the ground just like that. Cover it over. And then you're going to want to go about 3 to 4 inches apart. I usually like to go 4 inches. Just gives it a little more room. So I'm going to measure from here. This is about 4 inches. And I will dig for our next bulb.
Do you mark each one so you know where you started and stopped?
What do you mean?
You put something there to indicate where your first bulb was, so when you come around the other side of the tree?
Yeah, I just usually just set skin or kind of rock.
I ask because usually I forget when I'm planting, and I get back around the circle, and then I've lost track.
But the blueberry bush is here, so I know I did.
See, you're smarter than me.
Mm-hmm. All right, so I know that's about 2 inches. So I'm gonna go down, cover it up, and we're gonna go 4 more inches, and we're gonna go all the way around the tree. Again, just acting as a fortress for the tree. So it protects the tree helps the garlic, all works together. So we're gonna go get the rest of this planted. Now, one of the things I love about wood chips, guys, I wanna show you. So we have been really dry, but you can see this is still has some moisture. So this is one of the reasons I absolutely love using wood chips. You definitely wanna mulch, because right now, October is normally our driest month of the year, but we're normally not this dry, but we still have moisture in the ground because of the mulch.
We got very little rain in September.
Very little.
So going into our dry season already dry is not a good recipe.
All right, now real quick, I wanted to show you the difference. We are planting soft neck varieties. This is the Enchelium Red, and we have an early garlic that will be going in the ground as well. This is the soft neck. This is the hard neck. This is a German, I think it's German hardy, hard neck garlic. Now, you can see this has a hard neck. It's the reason why it's called hard neck garlic. This will also develop a scape in the spring that you're going to want to cut off so that the production goes into the bulb. Now, the difference, soft neck is going to, the flavor's not going to be quite as intense as a hard neck. This will also store better over winter. So this is going to be a milder garlic that's going to store a lot better. The hard neck varieties are going to have a little bit more flavor. They're going to be more of an intense garlic flavor. They're not going to store as well over winter. So we do more of the soft neck typically than the hard neck, just because we want it to store over winter. But sometimes you want that more intense flavor of the hard neck garlic variety. So that's why we do both.
All right, just a quick update here. Next to Loki are the Egyptian walking onions. Apparently these are a favorite of any food forest. These are the ones that grow up tall, fall over, and wherever they hit the ground, they start growing new ones. So I was very excited about those. Never tasted them, but I guess now we'll get to. Right, Loki?
All right, garlic can be a heavy feeder. What does that mean? It just means that it can take up a lot of nutrients and a lot of fertilizer. So what we're going to use, I don't know if you heard the duck.
The duck thought it was funny.
But we're going to use the rabbit poop. We have compost going in our chicken yard, but it's not quite ready yet. So I'm going to put a decent amount of poop down. Now, typically with garlic, you want to get it in the ground about 4 weeks before your first frost. I should have probably had this in the ground a couple of weeks ago, but I wanted to try some different varieties of garlic. We just got them in the mail, so I'm getting them in, but I'm going to go ahead and get the fertilizer on this, otherwise known as rabbit poop. And then we're going to get a nice thick layer of wood chips on this to protect it, because we are looking at our first frost next week. And throughout the winter, I'll come out as this breaks down. I'll just put some more rabbit poop down or compost down. And then you're going to want to make sure, especially as dry as we are, I'll come in and I'll water this and keep it moist. You want to definitely make sure the garlic doesn't dry out, the area doesn't dry out, or your garlic could die. Don't get it soaking wet, just make sure it stays moist. Once we've laid out the rabbit poop, we'll get the mulch on top, and then we're ready to go start around the other tree. All right, just a quick note that I forgot to mention. Garlic, since it is a heavy feeder, does not like a lot of competition, so you'll want to try to keep the bed area as free from weeds as possible.
Well, what do you think? You gonna plant garlic this season? I mean, it's getting short on time, but
you can plant it in the spring. The bulbs will typically be smaller if you plant it in the spring. Planting it in the fall lets those roots develop over winter, and then the bulbs are ready typically late summer. It typically is when the bulbs are ready, and they get bigger if you actually allow them to overwinter.
yeah. So, if you're going to plant garlic, what are you planting? What kind, or do you have a favorite kind? Do you have one that you recommend above all others that we should all know about? Yeah, let us know. But anyway, as always, we hope you learned something and you find this useful, and we hope all things are well for you, and please pray for us. We're praying for all of you.
And if you need a hori-hori knife.
No, she said that wrong. You do need a hori-hori knife if you don't already have one. But you can find one over at renewedhomestead.com, along with your deodorant, your brooding hormone. I don't know. What do you think
about another week?
Yeah,
we'll
give you one more week on the comfrey root, because we're going to get to where we can't dig it up for you. So you'll have to wait till the spring. So, all right. Take care, everybody. God bless. See y'all on the next video.
Bye, y'all.
Bye. Say bye, Bear. Loki, say bye.
Don't encourage him.
Oh.
You're laying on the garlic.
Oh.